Join us.
Rather young for college students, aren't they?
Things have changed, I suppose.
Once again, your astute observations astound me, Leo.
You're so high above the rest of us.
I beg your pardon. I gave you your every idea.
Not this again.
We did nothing of the sort. I'm not having this conversation again. Just pretend like we aren't here, my good man.
You're gaping, sir.
Hey there.
Continue your teaching. Don't mind us. We're just here to observe. Leo!
What? I didn't do anything.
Leave the poor little student girl alone.
Really, Leo?
You're just jealous she likes me.
Look at her face!
Now then, the voice of curiosity and purpose says we should stop griping and listen to the nice gentleman tell his students about our works.
The confident voices again.
She's right.
I'm sure your voices of purpose are telling you the same. A voice also says Nikolai's right. That pretty American girl had no interest in Leo.
Theodore, you must stop with that voices in the head thing. People will think you're mad.
I'm merely trying to verbalize the phenomenon of the human psyche.
Yeah, well, my inner voice of pessimism says you can't. She should stop trying and stop sounding like a nutter.
Don't judge him, Leo.
Can you?
Alright. Alright, let the poor professor get on with his lesson, gentlemen.
Yes, by all means proceed.
Well, this quote on the board, for this class, I'd like to discuss what how your works relate to this quote.
This should be good.
What is your interpretation, Professor?
Well, let's start with the overcoat since you wrote it.
Indeed. What do people in this era take it to mean?
Personally, I interpret it as a warning to those without balance between human corporality and spirituality. I believe it expresses the spiritual poverty of Russia and the dangers in worldly, material, and bodily obsessions. I especially like this part where you mock the censors.
Got a little brown on your nose there, Professor.
I'm glad it's appreciated.
Oh, my turn. What have you read of mine?
Well, currently we're reading The Dream of a Ridiculous Man.
One of my favorites.
I can tell where you get the inspiration.
You're a very rude, angry man. You know that?
Thanks for the enlightenment, Dusty.
Well, that's why all your stories are so depressing.
Pardon me if I don't take criticism seriously from a man who hears voices.
Now look what you did, Leo.
Why is everything always my fault?
Are you alright, Theodore?
I'm all right, but I'd be better if someone punched Leo in his wise mouth. So, Professor, I apologize. Were you about to offer an interpretation?
Well, yes. Critics vary widely on the interpretations of The Dream of a Ridiculous Man. I personally side with Edward Wasilek, that the ridiculous man corrupts the utopia to make it his own, taking the form of a grotesque and imitation of Christ. He resents the utopia and corrupts it in order to control it.
My God, you people have warped my story. It's just about a silly dream a madman had. Kidding. A fine interpretation. You've missed some underlying beliefs of my own as slid in there, however. Loving one's neighbor as oneself, for instance.
Oh no, I certainly knew that. It was one of, well, your most fervent beliefs.
What of mine has your class been reading?
The Death of Ivan Ilyich.
Splendid. Quite a masterpiece, if I do say so myself.
Of course.
It's a knockoff of the overcoat.
Look who's talking! You're reading about Ivan Ilyich and the Bishop and the Gooseberries.
That was a homage to you, Leo.
No, it wasn't. You made sure to take as many cracks at me as you possibly could.
But you still deny that your writing wasn't influenced at all by Nikolai? What about the fact that both your characters live entirely for their jobs? And that both of them felt they were doing right until their realizations towards the end? What about the similar, barely concealed religious messages?
Just you wait. Just you wait. Come here. Nope. Over here. Over there. It's my seat. Don't Well, Ivan, tell them.
Tell them what?
What?
That you are in no way a takeoff on Akaki.
What did you just call me?
Akaki.
I beg your pardon. I may be dead, but I'm not fecal matter.
That's what you get for naming your character that, Nikolai. Ivan, just tell Chekhov here how you're a much more meaningful character in a storyline with a deeper plot. And,
You brought me back from fictional death to brag about myself to you?
well,
Ivan, did you live your life as you should have?
Well, no.
And you found that out at the end, didn't you? Rather like Akaki.
Yeah.
You were too obsessed with material and worldly obsessions, weren't you? Both you and Akaki fall. One from the social ladder and the other when his coat is stolen. And you both die in the end.